I post about my clearance on social media? Hi, this is Lindy Kaiser with clearancejobs.com. I'm reminding you today to subscribe to this channel if you want to get all of our amazing updates. Hit the subscribe button. We don't want you to miss a single update. We have a lot of great video content coming out over at Clearance Jobs, including this video update about posting your clearance on social media. It's from the mailbag. It's a question we got asked. We've probably covered it a few different ways before. I know we've written about this topic over at Clearance Jobs. It's not one. It's a question that has an easy yes or no if it's allowed, and then a lot of caveats around what is advisable. So can you tell people that you have a clearance? Yes. Can you list your clearance online? Secret, top secret. If you had a confidential, if anybody has one of those, let me know. They're like, it's like the Yeti of security clearances. I have no one with a confidential clearance. But if you have a security clearance, yes, you can list it. You can list it on your resume. There's actually a document, I think the NSA has one of the few public documentations of how to list your clearance on a resume, which is kind of interesting. But there are several government guidelines out there that note that you can list a clearance on your resume. What you shouldn't list is specific SAP programs that you may be a part of. So special access programs, programs that you're working on, those are details that typically are classified or sensitive. You should not be listing those on your resume, but listing TS, SEI eligibility on your resume is totally fine. Now, again, that's your resume. On social media, is it advisable to advertise your clearance? I say no. That's just becoming counterintelligence being what it is. Social media crawling is one of the biggest ways adversaries find information about clearance details. So I say listing it on LinkedIn, just not necessary. People can read between the lines. If you're a software developer at Lockheed Martin, they know. So I think listing those details is typically not required. Recruiters will reach out and contact you. They can check your clearance system of record. They're generally not going to take you at face value that you know what clearance you have. They are going to validate that on their end with the security officer. So listing the basics when it comes to social media, I think is fine. Again, also, why in the heck would you list anywhere else? If you're posting TikTok videos about your security clearance, posting it on your Instagram reels, it's just not generally advisable. Again, it's opening yourself up to foreign adversaries searching that information. So in general, should you be sharing your clearance information publicly on social media? It's allowable, not necessarily advisable. That's what we always say on Clearance Jobs, password protected. We don't share our data out there. It is a safer place to share clearance information. You still shouldn't be sharing SAP, special access, sensitive details, even on Clearance Jobs. There's nowhere that you need to share that information. Again, a security officer can look up and see what they need to know. So when it comes to what is appropriate to share, clearance level is about all you need to share for a recruiter, hiring manager to gather the information they need. Your career background and details are going to be much more relevant. Your skills, your certifications, all of that. And again, it's not classified. The fact that you have a clearance isn't classified. If you meet somebody on a dating site and they say they'd like to tell you about their clearance, but it's classified, they are a liar. That's not that kind of sensitivity, but it's just not something that's advisable or that somebody needs to share. So again, you can, should you, be careful, be safe, protect yourself, protect your information, protect your clearance and your career prospects by not overly sharing information that you don't need to. So again, for more video updates, for more clearance and career advice tips, subscribe to this channel and follow our content over at clearancejobs.com.